Well, it is April 9th, Tariff Day. And this isn't about the tariffs right now. This is about Stephen Sullivan, who came into my replies on one of my videos. It was a video about the cruelty and incompetence of this administration and how Signal Chat was used because we have a DUI hire. And Stephen got into the what we call the yabbats. Says, I didn't watch the video because I assume it was just a I hate Trump video. So I'll ask, da 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 da. Then he writes me a whole book of yabbats. Yabbat, Lake and Riley. Yabbat, men and women's bathrooms. Yabbat, sports. Yabbat. He went clear back to Jim Crow and slavery. And a lot of maggots do that because they don't get the concept of how in history the Republicans and the Democrats kind of changed. I'm not going to get into all that because that's a yabbit. That's a Gish Gallop. That's trying to take you down a different road because they don't like the fact that their leader is doing bad things. They don't have an excuse for it. And unlike sane humans, they are completely unable to criticize their orange jeebuz. I know of a few other leaders in history that were kind of similar. Yeah, but. So, Steve, I'm going to tell you this. If you want to debate the fact that we have DUI hires now, that DEI went from diversity, equality, and inclusion to didn't earn it. If you want to discuss that, I'm happy to. You waste your time writing out multiple chapter little booklets with all of the things that you felt that the last administrations through time have done. Because this isn't any other administration. This is the Trump regime. This is the dictator on day one regime. This is what you voted for if you voted for Trump. You voted for the dictator to hire unqualified people to do jobs that they are not ever, well, most of them are hired to eliminate the very agencies they're hired to staff or head. But, Steve, the grandkids learned that instead of yabbitting, they had to actually take responsibility and own up to their actions. This administration probably never will, and neither will the MAGA goobers that are continually cheering as their orange jeebus tanks the economy. A lot of people that had planned on retiring probably can't right now. And sure, the stock market's going to come back up. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. And Velveeta Voldemort likes that. He did this last time. He's doing it this time. And all of his little buddies have a little insider knowledge about when to buy on the dip and be prepared for the ups again. Maggots don't have that. You goobers don't have that. And I'm sure some that might have money to invest in the stock market, there might be some Cult of Orange members that try this little buy on the dip game. I hope you're lucky. I hope you don't get wiped out. But you're not on the inside, so you're not going to know when to sell and when to buy. So I would be taking that stuff with a grain of salt. At any rate, Stephen, the cruelty and incompetence was on the signal chats, on how we use our communications. You want to discuss that? Fine. No gish galloping off. Stay on topic, Stevie. No more yabbits. Hang on to your sanity And if you want to have an actual discussion about the actual topic of the video, try watching the video and then we can discuss it.